Hey there, Leo. I hope you guys are doing well. This is a reading for singles. This message may or may not resonate with all of you. Feel free to check your other placements or your other videos for your other placements. And while this is energy that is in support of people who want to find love, for those of you who are very happily single, there's also messages in here for you guys too, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this message. Also, thank you guys for liking the videos. It definitely does help my channel grow. Thank you for those of you who donated. I appreciate it immensely. And thanks for you guys who have ordered personal readings. I'm so grateful to work with you, okay? So show me energy for the sign of Leo, please. What energy can Leo embody at this time? What energy can Leo embody at this time? So you have the Hermit, Leo. Also, I'm going to get into this because this is Oracle energy that's going to help the situation. So show me Oracle energy here for Leo as well, please. Oracle energy for Leo, please. Message in a bottle. All right. Can you show me energy for Leo's self-check? Where does Leo need to be checking themselves? Where does Leo need to be checking their energy? Leo's self-check, please. Leo's self-check, please. You have the Two of Wands, the Sun, the Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So Leo's self-check energy, doodly-doo. All right, how can Leo let love into their life? How can Leo invite love into their life? Please show me how Leo can invite love into their life, please. How can Leo invite love into their life, please? You have the Ten of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Closing energy, or closing advice. You have the Five of Swords with the Six of Pentacles, Leo. Bottom of the deck, you have the Death card. So Scorpio energy being presented here with the Death card, but also the whole energy that is underlying that is one of transformation. Leo, it's one of change, of actively ending situations so that we can make space for the healing that happens from them, make space for the change that is to be had to move forward towards a new opportunity or the process of getting there. With the energy that to be embodied here with the Hermit, this is one of pulling back. This is one of going within. This is a self-assessment energy, but also on a spiritual level, it's pulling back and taking pause to really address, like, why am I doing this? What is this serving me? How is this healing me? How am I helping here? How am I being of presence? What element of myself that I introduce to these situations or these people is healing? What am I learning from this? You know, it's taking a pause to really do a very considerable assessment on how everything is affecting you right now and how you affect it, right? I'm going to read the Wisdom of the Oracle energy here for Message in a Bottle to start this reading out, okay? So let's get into it. Message in a bottle, communication, a sign, a cledon, I don't know how to say that. The ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. Okay. The Oracle's message here: Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. When you believe, you will receive them. And when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens, they may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. Relationship message. You can expect someone to favor you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are intended to be the receiver of this message, so stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. The signs are all there. Okay, so that's the energy for the message in the bottle energy. Yeah, take back your time, take back your energy here right now. Try to be on the receptive end of things, just because it feels here like Leo is often the doer. Leo is often the one to like be so involved in like creating the situation so that everything runs smoothly, so that everything is like, concise, so that things are happening. It's asking for you to pull back from that right now, Leo, and allow life to happen around you so that you can absorb what the messages are that you're receiving. Okay, what are you, by pulling yourself back and being a neutral party, what are you actually witnessing, right? With the self-check energy, this is interesting because you got 4 cards popping out, and one of them, you've got the 5 and 7 of Swords in this reading. Different placements here, but they're in the reading. You've got the 2 of Wands, the Sun, the 7 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So as a self-assessment check, the Knight of Wands shows up when we are engaging situations in a hurried way, engaging situations that are fleeting, and also sometimes where we show up in situations where it's like we kind of know that we can't commit to something, or we know that we're not really going to be around for a long period of time, yet we engage it anyhow, or like leading somebody on, or bringing somebody's hopes up. This is a self-awareness check here, okay? So it's asking for you to be very mindful on how you engage with people, but also how you engage yourself. If you feel like you are engaging situations for the moment, try to not do that. Try to have some level of like longevity and intention behind it. I feel here also too, I'm maybe talking to some Leos who are dealing with like avoidant type personality traits, or dismissive avoidant type traits, like where it's like we get excited to engage in things, or we get excited by the feedback, or like the energy or the adulation or whatever it is that we're receiving from something, but when things actually start to get real, then we skedaddle, then we kind of like freak out, and we don't know how to process that. It's kind of taming that energy. It's looking at it for where it comes from, right? And looking at it for why it is an energy to be dealt with in the first place. Because it's disengaging you. It's sending me an energy of like being disengaged, somebody who disengages from situations that become real. It's hard to deal with certain things when they're real. So it's like we just, oh no, I don't want to do that. And it's getting in the way of your opportunities. And it's also getting in the way of your choices here. And I feel here that there's kind of like this internal tug of war here right now, Leo, where it's like you may be having to do some self-reckoning, where you pull back from situations that do feel good. You pull back from opportunities that do feel good, and you sabotage them. You get in your own way, and you end up hurting people that don't necessarily need to be hurt, but in the end you hurt yourself. So it's like this really weird self-fulfilling prophecy of like pain that doesn't necessarily benefit anybody. The only benefit that I can see from it is to be a defining point for you to learn from, so you don't repeat the process. But here it's almost as if like we're challenging ourselves to do that. It's a self-assessment check, right? So where in your life, and if you're not dealing with, a love relationship, where in your life are you dealing with situations where you hold back? Where are you dealing with situations in your life where it's like you show up for a little bit and then you vamoose? Like, where is it? Because it's somewhere. We all have it to a certain degree. What are we being avoidant of? What are we being afraid to engage in fully, right? Like, that's kind of the energy that's coming up here, Leo. Be present in the situation, and, entertain the engagements and entertain the connections that have the potential to go the long haul. That's what it is. It's like being available to committing to the long haul. And I think that that's going to be a big issue for a lot of you. For if this is resonating, it's like where we put ourselves in check, right? With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, how to bring in new love into our lives. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. This energy, Leo, is one of, well, I mean, sure, we can talk about like financial loss. We can talk about the loss of people who could be in our lives for long periods of time. It's essentially like a card of building. It's a card of intentional process building, the accumulation of efforts, the accumulation of active energy. And here in reverse, it's like kind of dipping out on situations that are promising, dipping out on situations with people who have shown us that they've been present for us all the time. It's like abandoning opportunities for whatever reason here, Libra, or Leo, I'm sorry. So, and then like the advice energy is the Five of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. So sabotaging equal give and take, sabotaging situations that are of equal give and take to you. Why are you doing that? Like for those of you who are single and for those of you who are resonating with, I'm calling you out. Like, why are you doing that? Where is it in you that you have so much pain about showing up with intention, with longevity? Is it because we have this energy of like being seen? Is it because we're afraid to be vulnerable in situations? You know, here it's asking us to do that self-assessment. It's asking for us to embody the hermit. Take yourself off the market. Take yourself off the shelf right now so that you can do the work, right? With the Death card, this energy being at the bottom of the, ooh, yeah, nice. Under the, ooh. You have the Death card, the Star, and the Four of Swords. So this energy, Leo, is telling you it's time to heal. It's time to actively take the time to heal, to address the issues, to look at the pain, to look under the hood. Why do I do this? Why do I like sabotage things? Why do I disengage from opportunities that are healing, that have longevity? Why am I doing this? It's that kind of energy, Leo. Should we have Seven of Swords here for the self-check? Yeah. It's like getting in the way of opportunities and unions here. And bottom of the deck too, we've got this Star card again. The Star is popping up here because it's time to heal. And this isn't just like in relationships. This is you involved in your life where you create diversions, where you create distance between yourself and good things, good opportunities. Somewhere deep inside of yourself, you may think you don't deserve it. You know, why bother? I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy of it. But that's a program. That's an old program. It's a broken record that needs to be chucked off the record player because it's skipping and it's repeating and it's not helping anybody because it's not letting you even play the song. Like, play your song, live your music, play your song, be a song. You know, don't be this pattern on a broken record. It's played out. It's played out. It's just deepening the groove and it's widening the distance. So now it's time to bridge that distance, bridge the gap. Be available to the pain. I keep saying this in readings as of late. Be available to the pain. The pain is a director. It directs you back to yourself. It directs you to the part that are uncomfortable. It directs you to be accountable here. We need to be accountable for how we show up in this experience, Leo. It's asking for you to be very aware of where you're faltering. Where are you running from? Why are we running from opportunities that can last? Why are we running from people who love us? Why are we running from situations that can lead to wonderful things? It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy of sadness, of emptiness, of blockades. Oh no, you know, why? Sit with it. Sit with it. Show me the Five of Swords here. No, actually show me, no, okay, so that can, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna check out the Sun in a second, but the Five of Swords, you have the King of Swords. This is asking for you to feel things. It's asking for you to feel things because it feels like a trigger here for some of you Leos is when You're over analyzing stuff. You're not actually engaging the emotional aspect of something. Maybe the emotions cause you to run, but here it's like we're asking ourselves to really put that in check, because when we rationalize, when we make logic out of everything, when everything has to be like, oh, da 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 da, you know, I'm not going to allow my feelings to make messages for me. I'm not going to allow my feelings to dictate a situation. I'm going to show up here and I'm going to be, you know, disengaged, emotionally void. Here it's asking to stop that, because it's creating massive distance between you and yourself, you and your opportunities in life, and also you and the ones that are to be in your life, that show up with genuine love and connection. They show up wanting to be present for you, and they try and they try and they get rebuffed. They get rebuffed. They get you in incremental doses. Stop doing it. Go to therapy. Literally go to therapy. Seek out help with that. I'm sorry I'm like yelling at you guys, but like this is the energy that's coming through. Show me the death card. No, show me the sun. What needs to be really looked at here? What are the roots of things here? Show me the sun. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So the Queen of Swords in reverse, bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords. The Queen of Swords in reverse is one where it's like we've been, a lot of you, it's where you've been treated like shit, where you've been really hurt, you've been bruised, you've been battered through life, and it's a reactionary point. It's a reactionary mechanism at this point. It's putting up all the barriers, putting up all the boundaries. It's not being present with the self. It's being it's being so cerebral that we can't connect with the opportunities or the messages within the situations, like connect with it. You know, this is about fighting against it. And it's also somebody who robs themselves of opportunities because they're so disconnected here. With the Nine of Swords, this is constantly in worry that, you know, what are their intentions? How are they going to wrong me? How do I this and that? Like, I can't trust this person. Can you trust yourself, Leo? Like, if this is the energy that you're embodying, can you trust yourself? And if you have a history within your life where things get derailed and nobody is honest and nobody is true and nobody, you know, every time they fail me, they fail me. Is that a story you're telling yourself? Is that for fact? And how are you showing up in those situations, Leo? Right? How are you showing up in those situations? Just self-assessment, self-awareness check, you know. Show me the death card, please. Beautiful. This is about transformation. It's about growth. It's about slow growth here. Slow growth and intentional progress. It's putting ourselves in the direct, I don't want to say it like this because it feels like the direct line of fire, but it's like putting ourselves within the direct line of fire of the things that make us uncomfortable and challenging ourselves to stay with them. Challenging ourselves to stay with those things that are uncomfortable because they're uncomfortable for a reason. Why are they so uncomfortable? Challenge it. Sit with it. Don't run from it. If it's truly harmful and if it's truly problematic, then great. If you can look at it though through a lens of objectivity and you can see if you're being problematic, if you can see that you're being a challenge, if you can see that you're causing things to fall apart, address it. Address it. It's about being honest with ourselves. It's about using our integrity in our words here. It's about feeling and not overthinking. Feel your process, feel your engagement in the energy that is presenting itself to you. Stick with the pain, stick with the fear. So that's going to redefine how you operate in your life and how you can change your life for the better. So this is what I have for you guys. I hope it's helpful. I know it's kind of a harsher message, but you know, you're big kids. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye, Leo.